Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Today we are back carrying on with our tenure at Roma. In today's episode I'd like to try and crack on and actually press into December. So we're going to start off with the sim against Clermont-Foot in the Europa League. We've then got a huge game in the league away at the San Siro, once again this time to take on AC Milan, followed by an international break. We will sim both of these. We've then got Sampdoria at home, that will also be a sim. Braga away, also going to be a sim. We'll be playing the away game against Udinese, play the Fiorentina game at home, sim against Apoel, and then possibly squeeze in the Empoli game depending on how long these games take. So before we do that, we've got some scouting updates. Hopefully we can find some half decent players. Nothing so far. I think we had a couple of decent players from Ecuador in the last scouting update. None here. Oh, Pierre Longo could be half decent. Scout him for 2 months. We'll whack him in. Same as Romeo. He can go. He can go. We'll continue scouting him. He can go. He can stay for now, and he can go. Ramiro Herrera. This guy, wow, look at this guy's physicals. This guy's a beast, and he's only 15. Russo could be a decent right-sided player. Ray, another Ecuadorian, looks pretty decent. Longo is a striker, looks okay. Decent finishing already at just 17. And Romeo. So a couple of decent players in the youth academy. I'm going to go and actually put some development plans on them, but I will see you in a second for the sim against Clermont-Foot. Alright then guys, as I said, we just want to crack on, get through this season a little bit further in this episode. So I'll bring you the goals for this one. As it's the Europa League, we're not too fussed, but as I say, I'll show you the goals as and when they go in. Our chance, goal. Nonto again in the Europa League. 1-0 Roma. Well, that'll do it, guys. It's a 1-0 victory. It was a game of very, very few chances. Nonto's goal, the only one in the game that separates the two sides. And we'll have a quick look at the table. But that should put us in quite a decent position. I think that's 3 wins out of 4 in the group. There is the Europa League group, ladies and gentlemen. We are 5 points clear of Apoel in third, and we beat them pretty comfortably earlier on in the group. So I'm fairly confident that we will get through with ease. Hoping to top the group so that we don't have to play the preliminary round. But let's jump into this game against AC Milan and get into some played games. Right, back at the San Siro for the second time this season. Obviously lost to Inter Milan 2-1 not too long ago. Missing a few players because of injury, but we're pretty much at our full strength team that we can currently put out. So hoping to get a decent result today. I would take a point. They are 3 points above us at the moment, so I don't want them to extend the gap, but let's hope we can get the win. Forza Roma. So guys, I should mention that this is my first game of FIFA and this career mode in about 2 weeks or so. Because I was away last weekend, I haven't been able to play for a little while. So I might be a little bit rusty, and we always seem... Oh, that's a terrible giveaway. Lucky that the save was made by Patricio, but we always have tough games to start off when it's been my first game for a while. Let's see how we get on. We've given it away again. Leao. Oh, Thiago Silva does well. Now he's giving it away. Leao saved again by Patricio. And as I was giving it away again. Needs to just calm down. As I was mentioning a minute ago, these first games always seem to be tough and against better opposition, and we always seem to struggle. Patricio bailing us out so far. Our chance. Tadic. Oh, I thought it was in. It's a great effort, and it's just wide of the post. End-to-end stuff here at the San Siro. Cristante, good ball out to Karsdorp. Has Tammy in the middle. It's into Tammy. What a save by Mike. Hit it. Oh, it's over the top from Ravella. Great ball in by Karsdorp though. Tammy gets up above his man and Mike tips it onto the post, and then Ravella's follow-up drifts over the bar. But first goal in this one is going to be a big one. Leao drills it in. Oh, it's an unorthodox save by Patricio, but he has kept it out of the near post. It'll be a corner for AC Milan. Oh, great ball. Dybala, good save by Mike. Didn't quite catch it as cleanly as he would have liked. Ball comes in, header by Dybala again, straight at Mike. Good start to the second half. Mike looking to offload. Great header by Thiago Silva. Here is Dybala. Oh, I thought it was in again. How has there been no goals in this game? There's been chances galore and there's no one able to find the back of the net. Great curl on that from Dybala, but wide again. Dybala losing out. Now Leao, he's got the pace on Cristante, surely. Cuts inside. Still Leao. Ball inside. Mikel Merino opens the scoring. And again, we're having troubles against the bigger sides in this division. Moves the ball high up the pitch. Leao just so dangerous. Didn't know which way he was going. Rolls it into Merino, who hits it first time. A player that we faced last year as well with Atletico Madrid. Scores against us in Italy to make it 1-0 to AC Milan. Time running out for Roma. Here is Ravella. Gets his body in the way, finds Nonto, who loses out. And now the brake's on. And that might do it if Milan can just keep hold of the ball. It's through to De Catalara. Great save. Oh, and it's just... it just falls straight back to Charles De Catalara on the rebound off the defender. And that'll do it, guys. It's 2-0 to Milan. It's going to be another loss at the San Siro. Very unlucky on the rebound. It was off Karsdorp. It's a bit of a heavy touch, but Patricio initially makes a save and just passes it into the open net. That'll do it, guys. 2-0 to Milan. Well, there are the stats. It was a pretty end-to-end game. 10 shots for us, 8 for Milan. They did have a higher XG and won it by 2-0, but we definitely should have scored more in that game. Not much that can be done. On to the next one. We've got to bounce back now. Right then, guys, just to fill you in before these next couple of games, we did have a couple of international friendlies with Portugal. Lost the first one 2-1 against Denmark and won the second one 1-0 against Germany. So just international friendlies, not too fussed about those. As I said at the start of the episode, we do want to crack on with these games, so we're actually going to sim this home game against Sampdoria and also Braga away in the Europa League, and then we'll be back to play the Udinese game. So let's quickly get through these two sims. Right, time for the sim against Sampdoria. As always, goals will be shown as and when they go in. Oh, Dybala puts us one up. We had a little knock there for Ibanez, so I think I might bring him off. I think it's just a bruise. But literally just as that flashed up, Dybala smashes home to give us the lead. So good to see us leading a game that we definitely should be winning. Oh, great switch. Can you find a man? You can. Oh, is that Zeki Celik with the finish? No, it's Dybala again. Another goal for Dybala in a sim, and it's 2-0 to Roma. Should be game done and dusted from here. Oh, should be 3, and it is. Nonto, game over. It's been comfortable, this one, and we carry on our trend of beating the teams below us and struggling against the teams above us. Right then, guys, just as we're kind of loading into this game against Braga in the Europa League, not too fussed about the result. If we have to go through the preliminary round, then so be it. But I just want you to let me know your thoughts on the simmed games. Obviously, we've had quite a lot in this episode to try and crack on through the season. Would you rather see these games played, which will obviously make the season slightly longer, or are you just happy for me to crack on the way I have in this one, simming the games that aren't really as important? Let me know down below what you think, and hopefully we at least avoid defeat in this one against Braga. Karsdorp into Dybala, manages to squeeze it in. Dybala again gives us a 1-0 lead. Ball out to Spinazzola, loads of space, fires it in. It's his last touch of the game, he's just about to come off, but that should see us top the group in Europa, so we'll definitely be simming the last game against Apoel. Good stuff away in Portugal tonight. Here are the group standings after 5 games then. 4 wins on the bounce after that opening day defeat to Braga. We are 8 points clear of Braga in second, so it does mean that we will be topping the group. So we can field a really rotated team against Apoel. But time for the Udinese game in the league. I'm hungry and ready for revenge after that Milan loss. So let's jump back into a played game. It's about time. Let's get it. Right then guys, here we go straight into this one. Absolutely no messing about. Need to get back to winning ways. There's a big gap opening up towards the top of the table. Still a long way to go, so there's absolutely no way I'm counting us out of any sort of title race, but we do need to make sure that we start stringing some wins together consistently. We can't keep being so streaky. Chance against Udinese here. Need to get back to winning ways. Ball through to Gonzalez, he's got a man over. Might not need him, great save Patricio. First chance of the game falls to the home side, and it will be followed up by a corner. Decent ball in, headed away. Still not clear, and it's 1-0 to Udinese. Failed to fully clear the corner here. The man found space and fired it in at the near post. No chance for Patricio. It was absolutely fizzed at him. Although that goalkeeper animation is ridiculous. And early on we find ourselves 1-0 down. Work to be done. Now, I've never actually scored a free kick. It's a long old way out. So I don't think we're going to score one here. It will be Paulo Dybala. Oh, it's on target. Comfortable save for Silvestri. Now we've won it high up. Thiago Silva through to Tammy. Can he get away? He can. Goes for the dink. Oh, it's a great effort. It's off the post. That would have been a fantastic goal. And Tammy Abraham strikes the woodwork. What a fantastic effort. Thiago Silva wins it again, and we come forward again. Paulo Dybala into Volpato. Great first touch. And he scores. Back in the game, back on level terms. And it's the young man, Christian Volpato. We put him into the starting lineup today, and he has repaid our faith. 1-1, get in. It's the first touch that does it here. Just burst past the number 7, who I think is Wallace. And from there, couldn't really miss. Slams it home past Silvestri. And another goal in this season for Volpato. Chance for Udinese on the break. Strike comes in from a long way out, and it's a good save. This has been a great game, this. Both sides with chances. Oh, and that's another flying save by Patricio from the corner. Pereira. Oh, what a ball. It's 2-1 to Udinese. That pass from Roberto Pereira. Absolutely fantastic. Just gets a little bit of space on the edge of the box. Gets away and finds the gap between our 2 defenders. We need to make some changes. It's Sofiane Boufal, 2 former Premier League players linking up for the goal. But we need to get back into this. Not good enough from our Roma side here. 10 minutes to go here. It's not looking good. Could be a chance here. Nonto. Volpato again. Fires it home. Carbon copy to his first goal. That burst of acceleration. They just backed off Nonto. Volpato burst into the box and couldn't miss. He's been fantastic today. 8 minutes to find a winner. Come on, Roma. And that, I'd imagine, will do it. It's a 2-2 draw. We've done well to fight back twice, but it is points dropped. Right then, guys, this is a huge one. Fiorentina at home. They're one of those sides I would say probably just out of the top 6 or 7 in Italy. They are currently sat in 7th, 1 point and 1 place behind us, so can't afford to lose this one. We're back at home at the Olimpico in the snow as well. As of recording yesterday, we had the Europa League and the Europa Conference League knockouts. I saw on Twitter after the game, Fiorentina played Braga, funnily enough a team that we also have in our Europa League group in this save, Braga. And Arthur Cabral had a goal disallowed after goal line technology proved that the goal had the ball had crossed the line. VAR then ruled it out. I don't know on what grounds, but yeah, it was ruled out by VAR. Oh, and that's unlucky, for God's sake. Not even getting a replay of that. Luka Jovic puts them one up. But yeah, the ball crossed the line. You can see the graphic and everything. Here goes Cristante through the middle. It's our holding midfielder, Brian Cristante, and he finishes it well. Never mind getting a point. We need a win in this one. And Cristante's put us back on level terms just before the break. I think that might be his first goal of the season. Wearing the armband today in the absence of Pellegrini and Thiago Silva. And it's a great finish by the holding midfielder. Only 5 minutes to go here. And it looks as if we're set for another draw against one of the teams in and around us in the table. Unless we can find a late winner. Here's Destiny. Oh, it's a chance. Oh, couldn't get it into Paulo Dybala, who was in so much space. And now Udinese come the other way. Sorry, Fiorentina, they're in. It's Ikone. Great save, it's going in. Get rid of it. Oh, fucking hell. Absolute scramble. Now here's Destiny. Heavy touch. Will be our ball. There's only about 30 seconds to play, though. Into Nonto. Oh, brilliant strength. Here's Destiny. Ravella. Man over. It's Moretti. Now it's Dybala. He's done it. We've played 4 minutes of 2 allotted, but Paulo Dybala wins it. And could this be the moment that just turns our season? Just always had that man over. Thought I'd messed the pass up. We get it into Dybala. And he's been our main source of goals this season. Drills it into the back of the net. Great build-up play by Nonto and the quick throw by Destiny. A late winner for Roma that could see us propel up the table. Huge goal from Dybala. It was the last kick of the game from Paulo Dybala. He wins it in the snow at the Olimpico. Last minute drama. 94th minute, and we turn it around from 1-0 down to win by 2-1. Fantastic result, and that could do wonders for us in the league. Right then, guys, just quickly, we've got the final group game in the Europa League. You can see from our lineup, we're in the trenches with this one. We've got a very, very rotated side out there. It means absolutely nothing to us. We've already topped the group, so again, I'll just bring you the goals and the final result. Well, they're in, and they lead. It's 1-0. It's Marquinhos. Is that the Arsenal man? Possibly. It's 1-0. God, Dybala. That is filthy. He's literally just come onto the pitch and he equalises. 1-1. They're in again, and this time it deflects in off Montes. Ridiculous. 2-1 to Apoel. Well, we're going to end up losing. Doesn't make too much of a difference to us. In fact, if anything, it's quite a good result, because that could mean that Apoel go through, which is ridiculous. We're still going to top the group. And just on a side note as well, we managed to get Chris Smalling and Pellegrini onto the pitch for a few minutes in that one. So good to see them back on the pitch, get some minutes under their belt. Go on, Apoel. With that victory, it does actually put them through. So Braga dropped points away in France, which puts the Cypriots through. Go on, Apoel. That's fantastic. Love to see that. So we top the group on 12 points. Apoel second on 10. In the other groups, you've got Ajax and Wolfsburg, Villarreal and Mainz, Ghent and Stade Rennais, Leicester City and Trabzonspor, Lazio and Hajduk Split, Athletic Bilbao failing to get out of that group is interesting. Spurs and Club Brugge are interesting. The Spurs are in it. And then Olympique Lyonnais and Feyenoord. I will have a quick look at the Champions League groups to see who's coming down. So we've got Porto from Group A, Celtic from Group B. Wow, look at Liverpool in that group. It's the Belgian side who will be coming down to the Europa League. But Liverpool completely grouped. Wow, did they bottle it on the final day? No, they actually won and still didn't get through. Wow. Napoli dropping down. That'll be interesting. Monaco, Sporting Lisbon, Milan, bottom of Group F as well. Interesting. Slavia Prague and Olympique Marseille. So no real big boys. Some good sides coming down, but none of the real heavy hitters. Right then, guys, I think we've just about got time to fit in this Empoli match to end off the episode. It might be a slightly longer one. Right then, final game of the episode. Empoli away from home. Let's squeeze it in. This Dybala might be a little too weak. Gets it up and over, and the keeper falls into the goal but manages to keep the ball out. I'm so bad at free kicks, I'm not sure I'll ever score one. High press here from Empoli. Drilled back to the edge of the box. Saved by Patricio and wide on the rebound. Little bit frantic at the back there. No. Oh. Holds it up well to find Ravella. Now, can we get forward quickly? Ball's on out wide to Karsdorp. Has the pace here, Rick Karsdorp. Goes for goal and finds the bottom corner. Fantastic effort from the fullback. Absolutely runs away from the defenders. Fires it low and hard past the keeper. And we lead 1-0. Inacio again does really well to read that. Here we come on the counter once again. Is how we scored our first. We're looking for our second here. Bala, great feet. Zalewski flies into the tackle and comes out with the ball. Into Volpato. Cristante is 2. It's a great goal. The defence is all at sea. Calm from Volpato, and Cristante absolutely fires it in. Second goal in 3 for Brian Cristante. Not so much a holding midfielder. Pellegrini, great to have our captain back out on the pitch. Finds Tammy. Pellegrini's gone again here. Pellegrini, oh, it's a goal. But the club captain fires it home, and that's what he brings us from midfield. A goal threat. Brilliant little finish. Makes it 3-0. And that will wrap up the game. Beautiful stuff, boys. We're finally starting to put a bit of a run together, just at the right time as well. Dybala's corner. Into Ibanez. Oh, it's over. Not sure if it was saved or headed over, but that will do it. It's a 3-0 win away from home. And as I mentioned when that third goal went in, important that we start stringing consistent wins together. That's the word. Consistency is absolutely key if we're going to get back into this title race. Let's go and have a look where we end today's episode in terms of league positioning. Great win to end off today's video. So just an update on Zalewski. It's actually only a 2-month injury, so not the end of the world for Nicola. Shame to see him go down, but at least we've got the cover with Destiny coming back and Spinazzola as well. Alright then, guys, that will do it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. We've currently jumped up into the top 4 after 16 games played. It's all very tight. We're 6 points off Juventus, who have dropped points in the last few, but looking to make ground on them in the next couple of episodes. Glad that we were able to crack on with the season a little bit more in this one. Let me know if you did enjoy the sort of flow where we simmed a few more games. But guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next episode very soon. Peace.